अच्छा वैसे वैसे बताओ तो मैंने खुद
Prabhu and Neelam Mataji are very, very sick. Both of them are sick. So Neelam Mataji is sitting in the car so the kids can do the kirtan and they can go back home. So thank you Divyam and thank you Siddharth for coming and giving your association and time. Amazing. Thank you so much. So I request everybody to come couple of 3 steps forward. 3 steps करके आगे आ जाइए so that we have a lot of people at the back. Raju, इधर कैमरा आगे लो. Alright, as usual we'll do one round of chanting of the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra together with Prabhupada. I'm assuming everybody has the beads. The best thing is to get your own beads. Always come with your beads. Carry your beads anywhere, everywhere. Do beta. Do. Alright, please let's start. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya.
Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya.
Prabhu Nityananda.
Prabhu Nityananda.
Shri Advaita Gadadhar.
Shri Advaita Gadadhar.
Shrivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda.
Shrivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda.
Let's chant together with Prabhupada. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
I would like to thank once again everybody for coming over here on a Friday night. My sincere gratitude to all of you for making your time available week after week, month after month to understand about Krishna consciousness. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So before we begin, as usual, we'll offer our prayers while Amit Prabhu is fixing the mic. If I can request everybody to pray together. A family which prays together, that stays together. A family which prays together, that dances together. A family which prays together, that eats together. Let's pray together.
Chants together.
Chants together, eats together, dance together. Thank you. Yes.
Watch, read and understand DVC together.
BBC. Today, CC reading. Please, let's pray together. Om Ajnana Tirumbrandasya Jnana Jalashana Chashkur Ulumidhena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupam Kadamayam Dadanti Swapadantikam Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale
Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamini
Namine Namaste
Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschata Deshatari Mukham Karoti Vachalam Pangam Langayate Girim Yatrupatamam Vande Shri Guru Dinataranam Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare.
There's no problem with the mic. Mic is very humble. It keeps coming on the floor. Alright, the kids can go to the kids class if they have it. If they want to sit over here, they can sit over here. So today, it's a very, very auspicious day. Why?
Ekadashi.
Ekadashi. Oh, thank you. Jai. So if Krishna, okay, let's settle down. So if Krishna has to manifest in the form of a wood, he's called Lord Jagannath. If Krishna manifests in the form of a stone, it is called a deity of a Krishna. When Krishna manifests in the piece of a land, it is called Vrindavan. When Krishna manifests in the form of water, it is called Ganga or Jamuna. When Krishna manifests in the form of a person, it is called Shri Guru. When Krishna manifests in the form of a book, it is called Srimad Bhagavatam or Bhagavad Gita. When Krishna manifests in the form of a sound, it is called Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
When Krishna manifests in the form of a mountain, it is called as Govardhan. And when Krishna manifests in the form of a time, it is called Ekadashi. When Krishna manifests in the form, it is called as Ekadashi. So once someone asked Prabhupada a question, how many rounds shall I chant on Ekadashi? And Prabhupada ji gave a beautiful answer. He said, don't keep your beat back down. Chant Sadatam Kirto Yanto Mam. Continuous chanting. Ekadashi is a day where we show a greed, laulyam. We show our sincerity. We show our eagerness to come towards Krishna. Ekadashi is a day, it's a day of deep introspection actually. Ekadashi is a day where we introspect between last Ekadashi and this Ekadashi. In the last fortnight, have I progressed in my bhakti? Have I come one step closer to Krishna? Or have I gone backwards from Krishna? So Ekadashi is a day of counting and accounting. It is a day of counting and accounting. Counting in the way, how many times did I remember Krishna between last two Ekadashis? How often did I try to serve devotees? How often did I try to recall the name of Krishna? That is counting. And accounting means to understand I don't have much time left in my life. We are all racing towards death. We are all racing. We are not walking, we are not crawling, but we are racing towards death. It's not age which is important. The moment someone is born, what do we say? How old are you? How old? We don't say how young you are. 1 साल का हो, 1 महीने का हो, या 1 दिन का हो. How? He's 1 day old. He's 1 week old. So the definition of the old is that you're coming towards change of body. So Ekadashi is a very, very auspicious day. It's a very, very important day in the life of a Vaishnava. It is one of the most auspicious days where we introspect and we redetermine our sincerity. कि अभी मुझे और तेजी से आगे बढ़ना है. Not slow, but Tivra Bhakti. Tivra Bhakti means intense. Bhakti should be done intensely, not lukewarm. In Bible, not Krishna. Jesus Christ says, if you're cold or if you're hot, I accept you. But if you're lukewarm, I spit you out. What does it mean? If you're cold or if you're hot, I accept you. कोई बात नहीं चल. But if you're lukewarm, ना इधर का ना उधर का, हिंदी में क्या बोलते हैं? धोबी का कुत्ता ना घर का ना घाट का, ना इधर के रहे ना उधर के रहे. So bhakti is something where we do very intensely. So to show our intensity, we had wonderful devotees like Rajiv Prabhu and who else? Dolly Mataji and Harsh Prabhu, Chinmay Prabhu and Nidhi Mataji, a lot of other people who came on Ram Navami. And Pradeep Prabhu, उनके तो हाथ में चमत्कार था, but they came on Ram Navami and served the devotees tirelessly. Rajiv Prabhu went at 12 o'clock in the night I think Harsh Prabhu and Mataji were there 11 o'clock. आप लोग कब तक थे चिन्ह में bro? 11:15. Ayush Prabhu was also there, right? Thank you. So thank you for devotees who came, and bigger thank you for devotees who did not come. You know why? Because we were expecting 1,200 people, and 2,000 plus people came. आप भी थे ना माता सोमन माता जी भी थे. So we were expecting only 1,200 registration. 1,500 का प्रसादम आया था. 2,000 plus devotees came. तो 500 लोगों का प्रसादम कम हो गया. People came and they couldn't even get prasadam. It was very embarrassing. But what can we do? People didn't register. We tell them to register, and people didn't register. So, but it was a very, very great experience. Anybody would like to share? Pradeep Prabhu के हाथ में चमत्कार था. He came before on time. प्रसादम ऐसा सर्व किया खत्म ही हो गया. I was looking for you. प्रभु जी क्या कर दिया आपने? And Rajiv Prabhu was there till 12 o'clock in the night. 12 बजे तक थे. So thank you. Monish Prabhu and Deepika Mataji. A lot of people were there from our Bhakti Vriksha also. So thank you. Thank you so
Temple
much.
was quiet.
Huh?
Temple was very quiet. We sent the prasadam to western suburbs there too.
Same thing happened in the western suburbs. We were expecting around 1,500 people और वहाँ पे भी लोग ज़्यादा आए. यहाँ पे भी कम एक्सपेक्ट कर रहे थे, ज़्यादा आए.
500 go, I think. Temple.
दिन में वो शाम में. पर शाम में कोई आता नहीं. The main thing was Ram Navami is an afternoon event. Gaur Purnima is an evening event, and Janmashtami is a night event. So Ram Navami, that is the reason that fasting on Ram Navami is till midday. Fasting on Gaur Purnima is till moonrise, and fasting on Janmashtami is till midnight. Right? All right, let's start today's discussion. As usual, anybody would like to share their realization or improvements from last week? Today's Ekadashi. Anybody has improved or would like to share the realization? Don't be shy. Itna sannata. Nobody would like to share? Chalo, okay, then we'll do a recap. Anybody would like to share anything from last week? They improved or they want to share something?
It's maybe unrelated, but I'd like to share a podcast I was listening when I was going to Ramnami.
Yes.
And one line I remember, probably I remember for long, but you may help me articulate better. We choose the best whatever we have, no matter who we are, everybody does. The thing is, we have to provide ourselves the best amount. So no matter which one you choose, you still be the best.
Yeah.
And me coming here is one of the best company I have. So I provide myself one option.
Jai, please go round over. Very nice. Now, I remember sharing this very similar. In my previous Bhakti Vriksha where I used to go, there used to be a Mataji with 2 kids. I shared this last time also. Husband, wife and 2 kids used to come. Mataji took the process of Krishna consciousness very seriously. The kids took the process very seriously. Husband never took it. Even after 14-15 years, abhi bhi Prabhuji kuch nahi karte. But one thing he says, I love the association of devotees. I only come मुझे क्योंकि यहाँ पे ना लोग मुझे बहुत अच्छे लगते हैं. मंदिर में और भक्ति वृक्षा में मुझे लोग अच्छे लगते हैं, इसीलिए मैं आता हूँ. So,
Sometimes I come very, very late for other commitment, but I do come here because I like it.
yes.
Best part I missed his speech, but at least I'll get some company.
Thank you, Amritu. Anybody else would like to share anything? Or else we can do a recap. Who needs to do a recap today? Mataji need to do a recap.
No, it's not.
Who needs to- Who needs to do it? Prabhuji need to do a recap. Okay.
Prabhuji, we have a Kindle version of Srimad Bhagavatam right here.
Harsh Prabhu did it? Yeah. A Kindle version of Bhagavatam. क्या बात है? तो पहले नहीं था क्या? We don't have it in Veda base.
I don't know what he
It's
has.
there on Veda base, but I just converted it to the Kindle version. That's it.
So it was never there before.
No, even you have to buy it. I just took it down from the website.
Yeah. So Harsh Prabhu is an IT champion. So he did the whole Bhagavatam from website to a Kindle version. So please give a round of applause. रात में 2-3 right? Full night. पूरी रात बैठ के convert कर देते हैं. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right, we'll do a very quick recap from
And
what.
he is reading Srimad Bhagavatam every night, 2 or 3 verses. Yesterday he read 14 verses.
14 verses in one night. Which chapter? Which chapter?
I've just started with the first canto, so I read I think 5 verses last night.
5 verses.
Yeah. So right now I'm on verse 14 of the first canto.
Very nice. It is very addictive. Bhagavatam reading is very
Yes,
addictive.
Prabhu. There was one verse which I remember which said that the soul is not from this world, so nothing of this world can please the soul.
Did you listen to what he said?
Yeah, it's very deep.
Did you listen to what he just said? Nothing of this world can please the soul. Why? Everything is material. Matter doesn't matter. Matter doesn't matter. They say don't take illusion too seriously. So Maya is an illusion. And what do they say? They say don't take illusion too seriously. So matter doesn't matter because we are not matter. Who are we? We are a spirit soul. And the only thing which can satisfy Atma, the spirit soul, is Krishna consciousness. Nothing can satisfy us. Kuch bhi kar lo. No experience of this world can satisfy us except for bhakti. Yes, Nidhi Mataji.
I read a line. It's really connected me. When we taste the lotus feet, when we sense the lotus feet of Krishna, no other sense can. Every other sense can be distasted.
Very profound statements. Can you repeat that again? And people can write it down. This is very profound. Can you repeat that again?
When we sense the lotus feet of Krishna, every other sense will be distasted.
When we sense the lotus feet of Krishna, every other sense will be distasteful. Distasteful. कोई मजा नहीं है. क्योंकि our मजा lasts for 20 seconds, 30 seconds, 1 minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, and after that we start looking for something else. After that we start looking for something else. Because the nature of the soul is to seek happiness. Sat Chit Ananda. The Ananda feature of the soul is constantly seeking happiness. But we cannot seek happiness in this world. This world's happiness will not satisfy us. Kuch bhi kar lo aap. Kuch bhi kar lo. It will never satisfy us. It will satisfy us momentarily. Dukkhalayam ashashvatam. Krishna says this place is full of miseries with very little temporary happiness. Thank you, Nidhi. Yes, Vaishali Mataji. Sorry, Prabhujis. Today's Matajis are overtaking. So, Jiva Jago, Jiva Jago. Right? Because now, Dolly Mataji, then Nidhi Mataji, and then Vaishali Mataji. Yes, Mataji.
Yeah. I'd just like to share something positive that I found. So I always used to look for my beads to do my rounds. Sometimes because I didn't have beads on me, so I used to wait, okay, I'll get home or whatever, and then I'll do it. Last couple of nights ago, my son couldn't find his beads. Thanks to you, Prabhuji, that he started chanting. So he couldn't find his beads, and he said, okay, he looked around, and eventually he got his daddy's phone and started, he downloaded a counter and he started chanting on that instead of wasting time because it was going to be sleep time soon. And today when I was on train and I didn't have my beads on me, I got the counter on my phone and I did my chanting there in my own heart. I didn't even have to say it, but it helps focus my mind so much that everything else dissolves.
Chanting works.
So even if you don't have your beads on you, you can find some way to keep your Krishna conscious.
Because we are dependent on technology, but Krishna has given us beads in the hands. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Everything is in the hands. हाथ में 15, यहाँ पे 15, यहाँ पे 15 दिया हुआ है. यहाँ पे कर सकते हैं. So we can chant anywhere, anytime.
12 into 12 into 9.
So we can chant anywhere. We don't need the beads. Beads is only the first 16 rounds. After first 16 rounds, we can chant endlessly. First 16 rounds are the minimum rounds. It's not maximum rounds. 16 round din ke, it is just the minimum round. But talking about Vaishali Mataji and Abhishek Prabhu, Vaishali Mataji comes every Sunday to Mangla Aarti, and every Monday the family comes together to temple. Every Monday. And this Monday I was looking at Mataji, आपकी बेटी का नाम मायरा है? Myra was looking at Radha Vallabh constantly for 14 to 18 minutes. पूरा आरती में वो आगे ही खड़े रह के, she was constantly ऐसे हाथ करके खड़ी थी. And I was feeling so happy. This is exactly what we want. We want our kids to have taste for something higher. And if kids can have taste for the deities in the temple now, then when things goes off track in their life, they know where to come and where to take shelter of. And this is what parenting is about. We rely on so much of material education, we forget to give our kids spiritual education. And when things doesn't go their way, then they go to Dan Murphy's, isn't it? Johnny Walker. नहीं, हमें Johnny Walker का सहारा नहीं चाहिए, हमें जनार्दन का सहारा चाहिए, right? Same J, but different purpose, right? So rather than going to Dan Murphy's, we come to Dang Street, because the Dang Street from the mandir hai, right? And rather than going to Johnny Walker, we come to Janardhan. That is what. So this is the parenting of Abhishek Prabhu and Vaishali Mataji. Bring the kids to temple, just leave them over there, and they will come in a very polished way. Thank you. Anybody else would like to share anything or anything from recap? Yes, Mataji is dominated. Puri Sonia Gandhi. It's all.
We don't mind.
Yes, Mataji.
Nobody is saying to stop your senses to use. Krishna is saying, use your senses for me. All the 10 senses can be used for the Krishna consciousness. In that way, we can avoid anger, lust, everything.
Very, very deep point. Again, we discussed this last week where Krishna is talking about senses. So senses is controlled by mind. Mind is controlled by
Intelligence.
intelligence is controlled by Atma, soul. Thank you. So if we don't have to control the senses, we cannot control the senses. It is impossible to control the senses. But we can dovetail the senses, we can engage the senses in Krishna conscious activities. So we don't say don't talk, but what do we say? Talk about Krishna. Matchita matgata pranam bodha yanta parasparam katha yantascha mam nityam tushyanti cha ramanti cha. 10th chapter, 9th verse, Bhagavad Gita. So Krishna is saying talk, but talk about me. Krishna is saying not, ऐसे खाना पीना बंद करो नहीं. Eat, but whatever you offer to me, eat that. Krishna doesn't say don't work, because Arjun wanted to run away. Krishna says work, but work for me. So everything can be done in Krishna consciousness as long as that can be dovetailed, that can be connected in the service of Krishna. This is what my dad and myself, we were talking while we were coming over here. The 4 C's of Bhagavad Gita, yaad rakhna. First C of Bhagavad Gita is Arjun is challenging Krishna, right? That I don't want to fight, I want to go away. That is the first C. After first C, after challenging Krishna, Arjun is consulting Krishna or connecting Krishna. Connecting to Krishna. Consulting. Second C is consulting, because in 2.7, Arjun is accepting Krishna as his Guru. So he's consulting, kabhi main kya karu? After consulting, Arjun is connecting to Krishna, because he's giving a set of instructions. And then after connecting, Arjun becomes courageous. Arjun is becoming courageous and is fighting the war. So we can do everything what is required as long as we can connect and consult in the right way. Thank you. Thank you, Nidhi Mataji. Any Prabhujis? What is the 4th C? Courageous.
What was third C?
What was 3rd C?
Connecting.
Connecting. What was the 2nd C?
Consulting.
What is the 1st C?
Challenging.
What is www? What is that? So Arjun started as a warrior. From warrior to warrior. Warrior to
Winner.
winner. So this is our path. This is our path. We want to be courageous. We want to be winner. Any Prabhujis would like to add anything?
The biggest
Yes. Yes.
The biggest challenge is to keep the biggest challenge, to keep the big challenge.
The 3 C's. The biggest challenge is to keep the biggest challenge the biggest challenge. What does that mean? Who wants to explain this? Who wants to explain what we just spoke? What is the meaning behind it? The biggest challenge is to keep the biggest challenge the biggest challenge. इसका मतलब क्या होता है?
Attaining
One person.
Krishna
Okay. Attaining Krishna, what does that mean?
by having true devotion.
Okay.
Having true bhakti.
Okay. But how does it become a challenge? Why? Like, I don't understand what you said. I'm trying to be devil's advocate. What does it mean, Prabhu?
That is the biggest challenge.
Why?
To get to that level, to get.
But I put other priorities. What is the answer? I put other priorities.
You got to detach yourself from those priorities. I mean, you got to dovetail towards.
Okay. I'm not trying to be difficult, but why? Why is this the biggest challenge?
Is it
The challenge is to
first to convince yourself
To convince yourself of what?
of what you're doing is the right thing to, I mean, giving yourself to the Krishna consciousness is the first step, right? And then believing in doing it, and then the challenge of continuing it.
Okay. That's a good point. Yes, Usha Mataji?
I was just going to say the biggest challenge is to be disciplined.
What we were talking, the biggest challenge is to keep the biggest challenge the biggest challenge. Right? Yes, Kumar and Prabhu?
The small challenges, the small things take over our time, take over everything. So our biggest challenge isn't really the biggest challenge anymore. That's the biggest.
Yes. Jai. Please give a round of applause. That is the answer. If the goal of the life is clear, if there's one goal, then to keep that one goal as a central goal, that is the biggest challenge. Now, whatever that goal can be. For a devotee's life, the goal of devotee's life is to go back to Godhead. Now, if that is the goal in anybody's life, then all small speed breakers will not be a hurdle to us. It is just part of the journey. But if the goal is not clear, then everything small which comes our way, that becomes a big challenge.
Prabhuji,
Yes, one last thing and then we can start today's discussion.
yesterday Amit Prabhu and we were discussing on Wednesday he gave the example of the biggest challenge, since we were discussing yesterday that on Wednesday in the packing room, like what was it?
When we were packing the prasad on Wednesday evening.
Yeah, when they were packing the prasadam, I think prasadam was less and there were a lot of people, and there were some,
There were a few minor conflicts in between.
Conflicts?
Yeah.
Minor, I mean, very minor, but then everybody understood the task at hand and they continued
serving.
In spite of conflicts.
In spite of having those challenges, to keep the biggest challenge the biggest challenge.
Yes. So in our life, if we keep things very simple, I want to go back to Krishna in this life. And if we only have one goal, then every other goal can be connected to that one goal. But if we have too many ambitions and too many personal goals and too many personal priorities, then we can never reach anywhere. Vaivasatmika buddhir ekehu karunandana bhaushakhaya anantascha buddhiyo avadhyasyam. Second chapter, 41st verse of Bhagavad Gita. Krishna says, if you have one pointed attention, you will achieve it. But if you have too many desires, then you will be all over the place. But thank you all for participating. Let's read today's verse from Namamrita. Anybody would like to add anything before we start reading? No? Okay. I'll request Karthik, can you read, better?
Sri Namamrita, the nectar of the holy name, page 146. By chanting the holy name, even a low-born person's body is changed into that of Brahmana. Shrudeva Goswami to King Bhakti Vriksha. My dear king is a devotee who has taken shelter of the dust from the lotus feet of the Lord, can transcend the influence of the six material whips named hunger, thirst, elimination, illusion, old age, and death, and he can conquer the mind and five senses. However, this is not very wonderful for a pure devotee of the Lord, because even a person beyond the jurisdiction of the four castes in the other world, an untouchable is immediately relieved of bondage to material existence if he utters the name of the Lord even once. Not to speak of a satisfied devotee, even a Kandala and outcast who is untouched is immediately freed from material bondage if he utters the holy name of the Lord even once. Sometimes caste Brahmanas argue that unless one changes his body, which is obtained as a result of past action, one who has in the past acted as a Brahmana takes birth as a Brahmana family. Therefore, they contain with such a Brahminical body, one cannot be accepted as Brahmana. Herein it is said, however, that even Vidura Vidagta, a Kandala, a fifth class untouchable, is freed if he utters the holy name even once.
Okay. Continue reading, please.
Being freed means that he immediately changes his body. Santananda Goswami confirms that
Don't worry about the Sanskrit, just read the English.
even a person, even though a Kandala, is initiated by a pure devotee into chanting the holy name of the Lord, his body changes as he follows the instructions of the spiritual master. Although one cannot see how his body has changed, we must accept on the grounds of the authoritative statement of the Sanstra, and he changes his body. This is to be understood without argument. This verse clearly says, Ad Jagata Brahman. He gives up his material karma.
Sorry.
Although sometimes we cannot see the gross body changing, chanting the holy name of the Supreme Lord immediately changes the subtle body, and
the living entity is immediately.
The living entity is immediately freed from material bondage. After all, changes of the gross body are conducted by the subtle body. After the destruction of the gross body, the subtle body takes the living entity from the present gross body to another. In the subtle body, the mind is predominant, and therefore, if one's mind is always absorbed in remembering the activities of the Lord's feet of the Lord, he is to be understood. We have already changed the present body and become purified.
Thank you, Karthik. Thank you. Very good, very good. Okay, so what are the important points? What is Prabhupada trying to say us?
Importance of chanting the holy name.
Importance of
Chanting the holy name.
who can chant the holy name?
Anyone.
Anybody and everybody. There is no qualification to chant the holy name. It is not who you are today. It is who you want to become tomorrow. That is important. You can be a Shudra, you can be a Vaishnava, you can be a Brahmana. Doesn't matter. भगवान का नाम लेने के लिए कोई qualification नहीं चाहिए. Absolutely no qualification. The path of Krishna consciousness is so pure that will make us perfect. The process, if it is, the process will make us perfect. Not our effort will not make us perfect. Following the process will make us perfect. This is making sense? Right? So if we follow the process, the progress is guaranteed. And by following the process, by progressing on the path of the process, perfection will automatically come. So 3 P's. Follow the process which Krishna has given in Bhagavad Gita. The process will take us to progress. All of us 2 months ago, 3 months ago, 6 months ago, 1 year ago, we were doing different things on a Friday evening. Are you seeing some difference in your life in the last couple of weeks or months? Yes or no? Loudly.
Yes.
Yes.
How and why? Because there's a process given. All of us with our limited intelligence, with a limited effort, we are trying to follow the process. By following the process, we are seeing some progress. That is the reason we are coming over here. And if we continue following the process, we will definitely progress, and the perfection of life will come one day at the time of death. At the time of death, if we can remember Krishna, Ante Narayan Smriti, that is one aspect of looking at perfection. Second aspect of looking at perfection is how we are dealing on a day-to-day life. Are we having peace in our mind? Are we in a lot of anxiety? When we follow the process of Krishna consciousness, certainly there will be peace with us. Isn't it? A lot of people, when, of course, they don't share over here, but a lot of people tell me personally कि प्रभु बहुत फर्क पड़ रहा है 2 महीने में 3 महीने में ऑफिस में घर पे husband के साथ wife के साथ. Yes or no? The interactions have changed or not? Yes. Right? So it makes a lot of difference. So every saint, they say every saint has a past and every sinner has a future. So every saint has a past and every sinner has a future. So all of us, whether we are saint or we are a sinner, we have a bright future, a bright opportunity. So we should take this process very, very seriously, right? We don't have time. We don't have time, as I keep reminding again and again. So 5 A's we should always remember. So after 3 P's, the 5 A's. 5 A's. First, anybody who follows the process of Krishna consciousness, first thing he will accept that I am sick. I am sick. We should accept, yes, I am suffering from my anarthas. Yes, I am suffering over here because I am seeking eternal happiness, but I am not eternally happy. Every moment to moment, day to day, I am having different challenges, and this is not what I want. So this is the first thing in the process. We accept that I am sick. The moment you are sick, what do? You approach the right hospital. We approach a right hospital. ISKCON is not a police station. ISKCON is a hospital. You go to police station to complain. Right? People come to temple to complain. मुझे ये चाहिए, मुझे वो चाहिए, मुझे वो करवा दो, मेरा ये करवा दो. ISKCON is not a police station. ISKCON is a beauty parlor. ISKCON is a beauty parlor where it treats the soul, it beautifies the soul. Right? ISKCON is not a police station, but it is a hospital. So all of us are in the right hospital. So second, approach the right hospital. Third, when you come to the hospital, can you go and see any doctor? No. You go and approach the right doctor. Third, Guru. Thank you. Approach the right doctor. Accept a Guru. Understand that what Prabhupada has given to us at the age of 70, Srila Prabhupada, Rudra, iska charger nikal gaya beta. At the age of 70, a gentleman leaves Vrindavan Dham, goes to America with 40 rupees in his pocket, and when he lands at Boston port in a cargo ship after 2 heart attacks, he doesn't know whether to take a right or to take a left. At that fag end of 70 years. Right? So we are talking about Prabhupada who came over there to the Western countries to give us Krishna consciousness. So we should always understand that what we have got today is unlimited pure bliss coming directly from Krishna to Brahma to Narad Muni. It is coming in parampara. So whatever information we are sharing over here, it is not your information, it is not my information, it is coming in parampara from Krishna. Evam parampara praptam imha rajaso viduhur. 4th chapter, 2nd verse, Bhagavad Gita. So what is the first A? Accept what?
You're sick.
Sick. Second A?
Approach.
Third?
Guru.
Thank you. Fourth, avoid negative things. Avoid negative things. What are the 4 negative things which we request everybody to avoid? No meat eating. No alcohol. No intoxication. No gambling. No illicit sex. These are the 4 things. These are the 4 pillars. These are the 4 pillars. Avoid negative things. When we go to gym, right? The first thing the gym instructor says, from tomorrow, no sugar. From tomorrow, no this. From tomorrow, no that. Right? Can you relate to this? Anybody has gone to gym before? Can you? Right? Will the instructor tell you? Right? So the moment you go to a gym, if you want to have a clear goal, कि मुझे 3 महीने में ये करना है, then the instructor will tell you, do this, do this, do this, do this. And the 5th thing, apply positive treatment. Apply positive treatment. Then, by chanting the holy name, which is the positive treatment, everything will happen. Everything which is needed for us will automatically appear in our life. 5 things. When Krishna went to Duryodhan as a Shanti Doot, what did he ask? 5 gaon. What did he ask?
5 gaon.
Sirf 5 gaon de do and I will convince the Pandavas to let go everything what you have done. What did the Duryodhan do? Sui ki note bhi nahi milegi. He was very stubborn, very obstinate. Same proposal we have for all of us. 5 things karo. Do 5 things. Follow 4 regulative principles. And chant 16 rounds every day of Hare Krishna Maha Mantra on the beats. And Krishna, Prabhupada says, I will take you back to Godhead in this lifetime. 16 rounds, 4 regulative principles, go back to Godhead in this lifetime. Now we have a choice to become. Kaun bolega? To be like? To be like Duryodhan. Who said Duryodhan? Thank you. To be like Duryodhan and say, "Nahi, main nahi karunga. I don't believe in 4 regulative principles. I don't believe in 16 rounds. I will figure out my way." That is one option, right? Krishna will not interfere in anybody's free will over here. And banduk rakh ke nahi bolega, Amit Prabhu, subah se mera naam lo. Because love is voluntary. You cannot tell your husband to love you. You cannot tell your wife to love you. You cannot tell your kids to love you. And bhakti is a process of love. ये दिल का रिश्ता है. इसमें कोई जबरदस्ती नहीं कर सकता. So bhakti is a process of love. That is the reason the definition of bhakti Prabhupada gave us: loving devotional service. LDS. Loving devotional service. You cannot tell anybody to love you. And bhakti is a process of love. And over here, the proposal is, right, 4 things we avoid and 1 thing we accept. Anybody can change their life. Anybody can change their life. It is not rocket science. The only thing what we require is desire. Only thing what we require is desire. Do I want to go back to the kingdom of God where I eternally belong to? Or do I want to take another birth after this? That is a choice. That is a choice. ऐसा भी हमें जन्म तो लेना ही है. Can anybody say कि after this life I won't take a birth? Can anybody say कि whatever I have made in this life I'm going to take with me? सब छोड़ के जाने वाले हैं. सब कुछ छूट जाने वाला है. अब कुछ भी करो तो जो चीज ले जाने वाली है उसमें हम कितना फोकस करते हैं. What is our focus? Because anyways everything is going to be taken away at the time of death. Anytime. So we are so much worried about people. What will they think? They say for the first 20 years we are worried about the people that लोग मेरे बारे में क्या सोचेंगे. First 20 years. Second 20 years we realize that these people don't care about me. Yes or no? First 20 years we think people मेरे बारे में क्या सोचेंगे. Second 20 years we realize these people didn't care for me. And then third 20 years we realize that nobody ever bothered about me. Yes or no?
Yes.
जो फर्स्ट 20 इयर्स में जो हम जिसकी फिक्र कर रहे थे वो लोग आज कहाँ हैं? Does anybody know where these people are? The people who we were worried about, where are they now? So similarly, we will be gone and they will be gone. It is just matter of time. They will be gone, we will be gone. The only thing in this world, only two things are eternal, Jiva Goswami says. The holy name and you. Atma is eternal and Bhagwan का नाम अमर है. बाकी सब temporary है. Everything else is temporary. So what do we want in our life? What type of questions do we ask in our life? हम क्या questions पूछते हैं? When we talk to people, what type of questions do we ask? क्या हाल है? और क्या चल रहा है? और सुनाओ. ऐसा पूछे ना? और सुनाओ. What else is happening? क्या सुना है? We are racing towards. They say first 0 to 10 years. 0 to 10 years we ask how old are you? कितने साल के हो? Right? ये पूछते हैं ना बच्चे कितने साल को आप माता जी? 0 to 10 we ask about age. 10 to 20 we ask about marks. है ना? कितने मार्क्स आए? कितने परसेंटेज आए? क्या हुआ? Then 20 to 30 we ask about salary कितना? Salary कितना? पैकेज कितना? कितना कमा रहे हो? So age कितना? Marks कितना? Salary कितना? Then 30 to 40 क्या पूछते हैं? बच्चे कितने हैं? 30 to 40 is बच्चे कितने हैं? 40 to 50 क्या पूछते हैं? सामान कितना? सामान कितना? राइट? प्रॉपर्टी कितने हैं? घर कितने हैं? अब तक इन्वेस्टमेंट प्रॉपर्टी नहीं दी, आपकी 4 व्हील ड्राइव नहीं दी. सामान कितना? सामान कितना? 50 to 60 क्या पूछते हैं? बीपी कितना? डायबिटीज कितना? हम क्या what are we asking? Right? And 60 to 70 पेंशन कितना? पेंशन कितना? And 70 के बाद जीना कितना? 70 के बाद जीना कितना? What type of questions do we ask when we catch up? Very very important. हम जब मिलते हैं तो क्या बातें करते हैं? That shows our consciousness. Typically we meet and we talk about anything and everything under the sun which is not going to be helpful to us. Yes or no? Please be honest. Yes. So my request to all of you, and this is what has helped us and the devotees in the past. Bhakti Vriksha is not 7 to 9. ये 7 से 9 o'clock का जो time है ना, it is not, that is, actual Bhakti Vriksha starts after 9 o'clock. Nanu Mataji is over here, right? Nanu Mataji, Deepika Mataji is the sister of Zarna Mataji, who was the host where I was going for my previous Bhakti Vriksha, where I was giving classes. Right? And you can ask her, 12 बजे के पहले कोई घर से जाता ही नहीं था. Yes or no?
Yes.
Loudly.
Yes, Prabhuji.
12 बजे के पहले कोई घर छोड़ता ही नहीं था. Neither the host will tell anything, neither the devotees will leave. But what they will do, they will talk about, Dilip Prabhu, how many rounds are you chanting? How do you do? Rajiv Prabhu, कितने बजे उठ के आप कैसे chanting करते हो? माता जी, आप भोग लगाते हो या नहीं? Raj Prabhu, how do you manage your schedule in bhakti? These are the questions we should ask after 9 o'clock. When we ask these questions, you see how you progress in bhakti. तो if we ask cricket में क्या हो रहा है, election का क्या हो रहा है, और सिडनी में क्या हो गया, सिडनी में हो ना कुछ, सिडनी, then nothing will happen. Neither the heart will transform, neither the mind will transform, the body will transform from one yoni to another yoni, guaranteed. Yes or no? Right? So Bhakti Vriksha actually begins after 9 o'clock when we ask questions. कि क्या हो रहा है जीवन में? And when we get inspiration from Rahul Prabhu, from alag-alag Matajis, Prabhu, पूछो कि क्या हो रहा है? We have saints amongst us in our own capacity. We have saints amongst us. We just have to ask them कि प्रभु जी आप करते क्या हो? And we will figure out, this is an inspiration to me. She's an inspiration to me. And this way we can progress. Or else we can come over here and go Ayaram and Gayaram. Raat gai, baat gai. So it is a choice is ours. What type of questions we ask? 0 to 10 क्या है? Age कितना? 10 to 20? Marks कितना? 30 to 40? Salary कितना? 40 to 50? सामान कितना? Oh sorry, 30 to 40. Sorry, right? I'm just making it up. This is not Shastra Praman. This is not Shastra Praman. This will just be Praman. I'm just making it up on the fly. Right? So what?
Chapter ढूंढ रहे थे.
Our chapter 19th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. This is what. So what type of questions we ask? Alright, we'll stop over here, devotees. Any questions, comments before we start Bhagavad Gita? So the question of Prabhupada is very, very clear. Just chant the holy name and everything will manifest. Yes, sir.
You talked about desire, but how do you also improve willpower?
How do you improve the willpower? Willpower depends upon desire. If you have a flight tomorrow morning at 5 o'clock, do you need a willpower to get up? Anybody who has a flight tomorrow morning at 5 o'clock, do you need willpower to get up? Yes or no? No. Because there's a desire. I want to catch my flight. I have no choice. Everybody over here are in emergency. Everybody over here in ICU. Everybody are critical. But we are just not able to see it because we don't know how long we are going to live. Parikshit Maharaj knew he had 7 days. Katwanga Maharaj, he knew he had 1 moment, 48 minutes. Right? He knew. Just because we don't know how much time we have, we should be more worried. Actually, we should be more worried. Parikshit Maharaj had 7 days. He knew that 7 days mein Takshat snake is going to come bite me and I'm going to be dead. So we are in there's an emergency situation at the moment.
So we need to be time conscious.
We should be Krishna conscious. Krishna says, I am time. Main samay hu. Who said this? B.R. Chopra said this. Right? No, it is coming from the 11th chapter, 9th verse. Right? Main samay hu. So willpower will come if we have the right desires. And we are going to talk about desire today because you have said something. Alright. Please repeat after me. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 So we're reading from Bhagavad Gita as it is, chapter number 2. The contents of Gita summarized, verse number 68. Na, Amit Prabhu? 68? 67? Okay, 67. Okay. Can you read 67, 68, 69? 3 verses.
67. As a strong wind sweeps away a boat in the water, even one of the roaming senses on which the mind focuses can carry away a man's intelligence. 68. Therefore, O mighty armed, one whose senses are restrained from the objects is certainly of steady intelligence. 69. What is night for all beings is the time of awakening for the self-controlled, and the time of awakening for all beings is night for the introspective sage.
Jai. Okay, what are the important points?
That senses is very hard to control.
So correct.
One of the senses, if not controlled, then it can divert the mind.
Even one sense, if that is not controlled, that can divert the mind. And we gave the example of, what is the famous example of? Vishwamitra. He was meditating for 16,000 years. And one tinkle bell, and jingle bell, jingle bell. Right? Things changed. That one tinkle bell of a Mataji can change the focus of jingle bell, right? That's what. So our senses are so weak. Understanding our weakness is the biggest strength. Understanding our weakness is the biggest strength. I'll share something about myself. मुझे ना एक खीला मारना भी नहीं आता है. I can't even nail something properly. I know this very well. So I don't get into that at all. मुझे पता है मैं कुछ करूंगा ना, मेरी माँ पहले बोलती तू तोड़ने वाला है, तू छोड़ दे. पहले से बोल देती कि तू छोड़ दे, मैं छोड़ ही देता हूँ. Because I know that is not my weakness. I know that is my weakness. So focusing on weakness and making your strength is foolishness. But knowing your weakness, acknowledging that weakness, and accepting that weakness and focusing on strength is one of the biggest positive things which we can do in our life. So Krishna is saying one sense can change your life. So every sense should be dipped, should be absorbed in some sort of Krishna consciousness. Eyes, when the eyes are looking at Krishna, it is a feast for eyes. The deities of Radha Vallabh, the deities what we have at home, when you look at it, it is a feast for the eyes. You listen to Kirtan, it is the feast for the ears. You taste the prasadam, no onion, no garlic, taste नहीं किया हुआ था, बनाया और serve किया. Is it good or best? Best. Good or best? Best. I'll tell you something. When I used to go to Bhakti Vriksha, and this is in 2010-11, we were 6 people. अभी कितने लोग होते हैं? 70 to 80. हम लोग 6 लोग थे. हमारे जो शिक्षा गुरु थे नीचे बढ़ते थे और हम लोग ऐसे राउंड में बढ़ते थे. And that was our Bhakti Vriksha. 6 people. नंदा बाबा प्रभु की बात कर रहा हूँ राज बाबू. 6 people. Mataji used to come. She used to work in a daycare. So she used to come, and after she comes, she cooks sambar, rice, priya ka pickle, bahar ka yogurt और papad. This was the fixed menu for 3 years. How many years?
3 years.
3 साल हमने यही खाया है. Same sambar, same rice, same priya ka pickle, same yogurt और same papad. And I can tell you, putting my hand on my heart, that was the best meal of the week. 3 साल तक कभी चेंज ही नहीं हुआ. माता जी प्यार से वही चीज बनाते थे और 6 जने में से अगर एक भी कम आता था ना, अंदर से खुशी होती थी, आज ज्यादा मिलेगा. आज सांभर ज्यादा मिलेगा. हम लोग इतना पेट भर के खाते थे. Right? So the point is, one sense, every sense can be dovetailed in some service of Krishna. Not a single sense we can miss out. And Krishna is saying, one sense off the track, nazar hati, durgatna hati. Nazar hati, durgatna hati. Okay, but we'll focus on this verse 69 because this is very pertaining to all of us. Can you read this verse once again? Who can read? Gitash, can you read once again, loudly? Please pay attention to this verse because that's the focus for today.
Verse 69. What is night for all beings is the time of awakening for the self-control. And the time of awakening for all the beings is a night for the introspective stage.
What is the message over here? They say, sleep is my drug, bed is my drug dealer, and alarm clock is the police. They say alarm clock is the police. What does it mean? Sleep is the drug. सोना सबको अच्छा लगता है. Yes or no? Right? Everybody loves to sleep. But over here, what are they saying? For the introspective sage, right? Night is a time. 3 people cannot sleep in life. 3 लोग कभी नहीं सो सकते. Bhogi, Rogi, and Yogi. 3 लोग. These people cannot sleep. Why? Bhogi cannot sleep. Why? Because Bhogi means who wants to enjoy. They are constantly in some sort of stress, some sort of anxiety, right? I was speaking to someone the other day on Teams, and he said, I'm very happy today. I said, why? He said, I slept 14 hours today after almost 3 weeks. He said, I cannot sleep in the night. 2.5 hours, 3 hours is the maximum what I can sleep. Not that he's getting up early in the morning and coming to temple for Mangla Aarti. I'm talking to academic people ki baat kar raha hu, right? He said, I can't sleep because my sleep patterns, my life is such that I cannot sleep. So Bhogi cannot sleep in the night. He's thinking about money, he's sleeping late, eating late, no lifestyle, no discipline in life, as Usha Mataji was mentioning. A life of a devotee is a life of discipline, a life of determination, and life of devotion. 3 Ds. 3 Ds. A life of a devotee is life of discipline, determination, and devotion. Right? A karmic person, a person who doesn't have goal of life, he's bhogi. He wants to enjoy, but he doesn't enjoy, and he doesn't have a schedule. They can never sleep in the night. Rogi. What does rogi mean by? Bimar. Bimar log raat mein nahi so sakte. They cannot sleep because of their own sickness. They cannot sleep. And then yogi, they don't sleep. Why? Because yogi don't sleep because they're concerned about others. They want to give Krishna to others, so they can't sleep. Prabhupada ji, he was sleeping 2 hours a night. जितना हम दिन में सो जाते हैं कभी कभी, प्रभुपाद जी 2 घंटे रोज सोते थे. All the 6 Goswamis of Vrindavan, they were sleeping for 1 to 2 hours a night every day. Why? Because they had so much to give to others that they did not wanted to sleep and waste time in the bed. They did not wanted to sleep and waste time in the bed. So when sleeping is more exciting than waking up, that means our life is not exciting enough. I repeat, when sleeping is more exciting than waking up, that means the life is not exciting. Because you want to sleep, right? Yes or no? Yes. Right? Why would you get up? Because you want to do something. Why people sleep? Because they don't want to do anything. Bored. Huh?
They just want to sleep.
They want to sleep. They just want to sleep. Because they don't want to face the reality of the life. They don't want to face the reality of the life. They say the biggest alarm of the world is the alarm of purpose. The biggest alarm of the world is alarm of purpose. If you have a purpose, if you have a flight to catch tomorrow morning at 5 o'clock, nobody will miss it. Right? If someone tells you, Pradeep Prabhu, I will come and give you $1 million tomorrow at 2 a.m. What time will you reach? 1 a.m. Thank you. पहले पहुंच जाएंगे. Right? $1 million. That $1 million we are going to leave behind in 1 second. But Harinam is going to come with us life after life. Swalpa api apyasya dharmasya. Little bhakti will come with us. That $1 million will not come with us. Right? So Prabhupada said, if you sleep too much, you're lazy. And if you sleep too little, you're crazy. When you sleep too little, you become crazy because we can't cope up. So the answer is, we should not sleep 2 hours a day. That is not the idea. The idea is, we should have a purpose higher than being in the bed. Right? The idea is to have a purpose higher than just snoozing in the bed. There are 5 types of alarm. 5 types of alarm clock. First type of alarm clock is alarm clock rakha and you don't hear it. Correct? सुनते ही वो बजते रहता है. I was in my hostel in engineering. सबके अलार्म मैं सुनता था और मैं जाके बंद करता था. अरे बंद कर यार, मुझे नींद आ रही है. ऐसा होता है आप लोगों के साथ, right? You just switch off the alarm of others and you go back to bed. That is the first alarm. You can't hear. Some people can't hear alarm. Second type of people, they hear the alarm but they switch off and they go into the snooze game. They go into the आगे पीछे मत देखो, अपने आप को देखो. People are turning here, looking at wife, looking at kids. No. Right? They go on the snooze game. Third, they get up, they shut off the alarm, and they go to bed. आज नहीं उठना है, बंद करो. Right? Third, fourth type, they get up, they switch off the alarm, they stay in the bed with eyes eyed open. With the Some look and everybody can relate. You get up, Switch off the alarm and then just mobile के सामने पड़े रहते, आंखों खोल के ऐसे देखते रहते. That is the fourth category. And the fifth category of people is they get up, they switch off the alarm, but they take 60 minutes, 90 minutes just to get ready. सिर्फ तैयार होने में एक घंटा, डेढ़ घंटा just to get ready. शावर में हाफ एन आवर 40 मिनट तो पानी जा रहा है. याद कराना पड़ता है कि आप लोग शावर में भाई. We have to knock कि भाई बाहर आ जा. पानी का बिल भी आ रहा है और काम बाकी भी है. So when we don't have a higher purpose in life, this will happen. Do we all agree with this? Please be honest. Yes, loudly. Yes. Say Hari Bol if you agree. Hari Bol. Please say Hari Bol if you are one of these categories. Hari Bol. Right? So we are all one of these categories. Right? So if we have a purpose in life which is clear, then we become not bhogi. We don't certainly want to be rogi, but we want to be yogis. We want to be yogis. Yes, Mother.
Sleep is a drug, bed is my drug dealer, and the alarm clock
is the police. Alarm
Sorry,
clock.
Prabhu, can you say that again? That wasn't good one.
Well, what did I say? Sleep is the drug, bed is the drug dealer, and alarm clock is my police. सुबह उठ के वही जगह आता है ना, पुलिस वाले डंडा देते हैं ना अपने को. So Chanakya Pandit said, in any circumstances, we should be wide awake. We should be awake. You know, my dad's Mausi, I stayed with her for 2 weeks for my studies. Kokina Mausi ne baat kari. And when I went to her house, she told me one thing. She said, Ojas, your sleep should be like a street dog. Your sleep should be like a street dog. Street dog कैसे होते हैं? बाजू में से गाड़ी के उड़ जाते हैं. You should be alert and vigilant all your life. Talking about dogs, there are 6 qualities of dog which we can adapt. And this is coming from Chanakya Pandit. 1, when dog sees the food, he eats with his heart's content. पेट भर के कुत्ता खाता है. Second, so we should try to understand. खाना मिला पेट भर के खाना चाहिए. Second, when the dog doesn't get food, he still continues performing for a long time. So if the dog doesn't get food, he doesn't say कि अभी मैं काम नहीं करूँगा. He performs, continues performing. So similarly to us, if we don't get food, that doesn't mean that we should not stop working. We should do what we have to do. Third, dog is loyal to his master. Do we all agree? Yes. Right? I live in Albert Park, and every day morning at 7 o'clock, I go to temple, pretty much, 7:05, 7:10. From my house to the temple, there is a pathway. And every day at 7 o'clock, I see one thing which I can never forget. हमारे Albert Park में कुत्ते बहुत होते हैं. Every second or third house has a dog. तो एक आदमी रोज अपने कुत्ते के साथ आता है, and he throws the ball, and the dog runs, and he gets the ball and gives it back to the master. And when I saw that, I thought, at least कुत्ते को अपना master पता है. The dog knows his master. How many of us knows our master? We don't even know our master. When you throw the ball, the dog runs, chases the ball, gets the ball, and then looks at the master. उसके पैर के पास आके ball छोड़ेगा, and then he will look at it. Again, the master throws the ball, he goes, and he comes. And I felt this is a deep realization. That the dog at least knows his master. I didn't even know who my master is. Do we all agree? Can you resonate to this? कि हमें अपना master ही नहीं पता है. Right?
और जहाँ हम accept नहीं करना चाहते.
पता है तो accept नहीं करना चाहते. क्यों? अहंकार विभूत आत्मा कर्ता हम इति मन्यते. इतना अहंकार है. There's so much of pride in us that I don't want to accept. Huh? Because the moment you accept a master, what do you have to do?
You have to follow.
You have to follow. Thank you. And there's so much of pride in us that if I follow someone, if I accept someone, then I have to follow him. But rest assured, if you don't serve Krishna, you're serving Maya. Because the nature of the soul is to serve. Jivira Swarup hoy Krishna Nitya Das. We are eternal servant of Krishna. If we don't serve Krishna, by default we are serving Maya. ऐसा नहीं है कि यहाँ पे कोई free है. Nobody says कि मेरा कोई master नहीं है. Unfortunately, we are serving the wrong master. Unfortunately, we are serving the wrong master. We have a master, and the moment you have a master, जो कुत्ता होता है ना, a kutta has a belt. There are two types of dog. One is a street dog and second is a pet dog. ये जो बेल्ट है तुलसी माला हम क्यों पहनते हैं? We accept Krishna, you are my master. कुछ उल्टा सीधा नहीं बोलूंगा, उल्टा सीधा नहीं डालूंगा. These are the two things why we put this. Why do we put a tulsi mala? So that we are accepting Krishna मैं तेरा हूँ. Why does a Mataji put Bangal Sutra? Prabhuji, मैं तेरी हूँ. Right? Mataji put Bangal Sutra, right? Why? So that the Matajis are accepting. I have been sold. I am taken. Right? Yes or no? Let's be honest, right? Why does a Mataji put Bangal Sutra? So that Mataji has been someone else's property. Why do we put Tulsi? Because we are Krishna's property. I am Krishna's pet dog. I'm a dog anyways. I'm a street dog or I'm a pet dog. Street dog कहीं भी मुंह मारेगा, किसी के साथ भी जाएगा. But pet dog, उसे पता है कि मेरा master कौन है. Master खाना देगा तो मैं खाऊंगा, नहीं तो भूखा रह जाऊंगा. Right? So a dog is very loyal to his master. There was a movie of Jackie Shroff and Poonam Dillam called Teri Meher. क्या बात है? Please give a round of applause. Right? क्या तेरी मेहरबानी? उसमें कुत्ते का क्या रोल था ना? Right? A dog is so loyal to Jackie Shroff and some उसका खून हो गया था and something, right?
It's 80-85.
Revenge. Somebody kills Poonam Dillan.
भगवद गीता में कितने चैप्टर है नहीं पता.
Accept, I don't know.
Welcome to my club. A lot of members are accepted. Right? So dog is loyal, like Teri Meher.
I am in the process of knowing Bhagavad Gita.
I am also in the same. We are all in the same pot. Welcome to the club, Mata. You are in the right place, right? Fourth, dog is very brave and courageous. Dog is very brave and courageous. Fifth, dog can sleep anywhere. कुत्ता कहीं भी सो सकता है. हमें वही बेड चाहिए, वही पिलो चाहिए, वही ब्लैंकेट चाहिए. Anyone in that club with me? Right? Please be. Right?
Especially for the pillow.
हाँ, वही पिलो चाहिए. मेरा पिलो कहाँ है? वही जगह पर सोना है. Right? But dog can sleep anywhere, anytime. And sixth, and the most important, the moment he gets up, he's ready to attack. हमें तो अपनी engine शुरू करने में जब तक Facebook, WhatsApp, Twitter नहीं गया तो engine ही शुरू नहीं होता. Kick start ही नहीं लगता. जब तक we don't spend half an hour, 40 minutes, 1 hour, engine ही start नहीं होता. So we should learn so much from dogs. Right? So over here, Krishna is saying, sleep less, sleep on time, get up on time. Unless we don't have a regulated life, we cannot achieve anything materially or spiritually. Right? A very good friend of mine, including my mother-in-law and another friend of mine, they put 2 alarms. One alarm to go to bed and second alarm to get up. एक अलार्म बेड पे जाने के लिए. My mother-in-law always had a 10 o'clock alarm. रात में 10 बज के she will go to bed. I've got a friend of mine, 8:30 p.m. he goes to bed every day. And every day for the last 12 years, 12 साल से ये devotee Deer Park से रोज सुबह मंगला आरती में मंदिर आता है. Deer Park is half an hour away from the temple. For the last 12 years, he comes every single day. Not 1 week में एक बार, not every alternate day. 12 साल से रोज आ रहा है. This requires some commitment. Why will someone come? Because there's something higher taste. Param drishtva na nivartante. Once you have a higher taste, you will not settle down for lower taste. Right? Alright, let's continue reading. Can you read 70, 71 and 72? Then we can stop there. Who can read?
Can I?
Yes, Madhavi. Why not? Loudly.
A person who is not disturbed by the insane flow of desires, the enter like rivers into the ocean, which is ever being filled but is always still, can alone achieve peace, and not the man who strives to satisfy such desires. Text 71, a person who has given up all the desires for sense gratification, who lives free from desire, who has given up all the sense of proprietorship and is devoid of false ego, and he alone can attain real peace. Text 72. This is the way of spiritual and godly life, after attaining which a man is not wavered. If one is thus situated, even at the hour of death, one can enter into the kingdom of God.
Jai. So Krishna is giving the question paper, and Krishna has also given the answer paper. But we'll come to that. But Jyoti Mataji, very nice and loud reading, so thank you so much. So what is the first verse over here? What is this saying? Incessant desire of? Incessant flow of? Desires. Spiritual life is a management of desires. Spiritual life is a management of desires. We do so many management courses, right? Financial management, we have health management, we have wealth management, we have so many management courses in the world. Not one degree, one university is teaching us desire management. Yes or no? What is the biggest problem in our life? Desires. माता जी यस बॉस का कौन सा गाना है आप ही बता दो क्या जो भी चाहो वो मैं पाऊं दुनिया मैं चाहूं बस इतना सा ख्वाब है. What is the problem? जो भी चाहूं वो मैं पाऊं बस इतना सा ख्वाब है. So humble ना, बस इतना सा ख्वाब है. अपना भी हालत ऐसी ही है. Whatever I want, I just get that, and after that I'll be fine. ऐसा हुआ? कभी नहीं होता, right? कभी नहीं होता. जो भी चाहूं वो मैं पाऊं, right? Whatever I want, I will get it. No. Spiritual life is a life of desire management. And our problem in our life is desires. They say, how many desires do we have?
Unlimited. Oceans.
Oceans. There's a very famous sannyasi in ISKCON. He says the number of waves of the ocean can be counted, but not the number of desires in everybody's heart. And what are we trying to do? We are trying to fulfill that desire so that I'll be happy. एक desire satisfy की, दूसरी खड़ी हो गई. दूसरी satisfy की, तीसरी खड़ी हो गई. Is there an end to this? No. And we are like in a loop of endless. अपने C programmers कौन है भाई? Endless loop का कोई C programming होता है ना? Endless loop होता है? Loop programming ना? Infinite loop programming. There's no end to this. And this is what we are. But nobody teaches us this in the material world. They teach us to consume more. And that is the reason it is called consumerism. Consume and mar. Consumerism क्या है? Consume and mar. This is consumerism. This is what they teach ना. एक टाइल बेचने के लिए भी एक लड़की की जरूरत पड़ जाती है जो कम कपड़े पहन के खड़ी रहती है. Yes or no? कभी टाइल की ऐड देखिए, बाथरूम की एक टाइल बेचने के लिए भी लड़की कम कपड़े में हो तभी वो टाइल बिकती है. This is the consciousness of today's people. So जब तक consumer का मतलब है consume कर और तुम मर जा. This is what consumer. But I'll come with question answers. So Krishna is calling out very clearly, if we go with the flow of desires, you're never going to be happy. I'll tell you a story and then we can stop there. I'll probably continue for 5 more minutes. Once there was a crow, and the crow thought, I am black and other birds are very beautiful. So the crow goes to the swan, and he goes to the swan and says, hey swan, you're so beautiful, you're white in color, you're the most beautiful. And the swan said to the crow, I thought so as well, I'm very beautiful until I saw a parrot. Parrot has 2 colors, I have only 1 color. Let's go to the parrot. So the crow and the swan goes to the parrot, and they go and tell, hey parrot, you're so beautiful. You have two colors. And the parrot said to the crow and the swan, I thought the same until I saw the peacock. Peacock has many colors. Let's go to the peacock. The swan, the crow, and the parrot goes to the peacock. Now the peacock is caged in a forest, and hundreds of people are looking at the peacock. Hundreds of people are looking at the peacock. They went to the peacock and said, Peacock, you're so lucky. You're so beautiful. So many people come to see you. And the peacock said, I'm not lucky. I think crow, you're the most luckiest because I'm caged in a cage. I'm just caged. I can't go out. I'm very beautiful, but I'm caged. And you are so beautiful. Crow, nobody cages you. Have you seen a crow been ever caged? No. So we always think that इसकी जिंदगी set है. Problem मेरे life में है. Yes or no? We always think कि सब लोगों का जीवन set है. सिर्फ मेरे जीवन में problem है. Now rest assured, everybody in this world is suffering, is struggling, and he is in anxiety and stress. Everybody. किसी का भी नाम ले लो, कोई एक बंदा नहीं है जो बोलेगा कि मेरे जीवन में कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. Right? Only two people in the world are always happy. One is a pure devotee of the Lord, and second is fool number one. मूर्ख है. बाकी सबके जीवन में कुछ ना कुछ हमेशा चलते रहता है. So Krishna is saying over here, unless we don't dovetail the desires, unless we don't dovetail the senses, we will never ever be content. So the process of Krishna consciousness, Prabhupada said, Krishna consciousness is the process of converting crows into swans. Converting crows into swans. Crow क्या होता है? वो कहीं भी जाता है, मुंह मारता है. Right? कचरा हो तो वहां पे चले जाएगा, अच्छा हो तो वहां चले जाएगा. But swan, he knows exactly what is milk and what is water. So Krishna consciousness is a process of converting crows into swans. And in desire management, one thing which will work, and that has worked for me personally, which I can reveal with you, is contentment is the biggest wealth. Contentment is the biggest wealth. You can have all the wealth of the world, but if you want more, are you rich or poor? I repeat, if you have all the wealth of the world, and if you want more, are you rich or poor? Poor. If you have very little and you don't want anything, are you rich or poor? Rich. So contentment is the biggest wealth. I'll tell you something. In 2018, I was sharing this while having prasadam. In 2018, I took a vow that for the next 3 years, I will not buy any clothes. 3 साल तक 2022 तक और 1 तक मैं कपड़े नहीं खरीदूंगा. And I can tell you, those 3 years, whenever we used to go for shopping center, I was very peaceful. I was absolutely peaceful. क्योंकि बच्चे को खरीदना खरीदो, ओजस्विनी को जो लेना मुझे नहीं लेना. And just by having that thought, it is so nice. You ask anybody who's fasting today, you ask Kumaran Prabhu, he doesn't even have a drop of water on Ekadashi. Right? How does he feel on Ekadashi? It is so blissful. Because the system is completely relaxed, shut down. But if you want more and more and more, what is it called? Dil mange more. Pepsi ka hai na? It is Pepsi. Dil mange more. And when the dil mange more, the dil is always unhappy. So contentment is the biggest wealth. If you think कि मेरे पास आज जो है वो बहुत है, and honestly you believe in that, then you will be very happy. But if you want more and more and more and more, there's no end to it. There is absolutely no end. So those 3 years, 2018 to 21, they were one of the finest, peaceful. Whenever we used to go, कोई ज़रूरत ही नहीं है. And again I took the same vow from 2022 to 2025. I don't need clothes. घर पे बैठ के काम करना है, क्या ज़रूरत है? 2 tracks, 3 tracks देना, 2 धोती, 3 धोती काफी है. And just by accepting that, I don't need it, it is so nice. Try it out for 6 months, try it out for 1 year. Melody khao,
Good job.
good job. Try it out. Right? And last, and then we'll stop over here. Krishna is giving over here. What is he saying? If one in this situation, one is thus situated even at the hour of death, one can enter the kingdom of God. Krishna is giving a visa. Krishna is giving passport. Krishna is giving tickets to enter the kingdom of God. His own kingdom. Krishna is giving everything. Ticket bhi hai, visa bhi hai, passport bhi hai, और business class की tickets भी है, first class की tickets भी है. In spite of that, if we are missing out, whose fault is it? So Krishna has given a question paper, and Krishna is also giving the answer paper. What is the answer paper? Just remember Krishna at the time of death. Ante Narayan Smriti. Ante Kale Chama Evam Smaran Muktva Kale Varam. Ye Prayasati Satmat Bhava. So Krishna is saying, just remember me at the time of death. This is what we were talking last time. You were asking a question, right? So it's not difficult. We just have to practice it. So process leads to
Progress.
Progress. Progress leads to perfection. What is the process we have to follow? Follow Krishna consciousness. 5 things. What are the 5 things? 4 regulative principles and
16 rounds.
chant 16 rounds. It's Ekadashi today. It's a very, very auspicious day. It is a day where we can increase our sadhana and maintain. 4 round कर रहे हो तो 6 करो, 6 कर रहे हो तो 8 करो, 7 करो, whatever. But come to the platform of 16 and you see how blissful it is. And if you are not at 16, ask people around you कि कितने round कर रहे हो, कब कर रहे हो, कैसे कर रहे हो, and learn from them. Learn, earn, turn, and return. What is it? Repeat. Learn, earn, turn, and return. Right? So this is our process. Simple. Bhakti is simple for simple people, complicated for complicated people. Prabhupada said, I didn't say this. But we'll stop over here. Any comments, corrections? Questions? Yes?
So you're talking about consuming, how we like consume so much, and you also talked about purpose, like how we lack clarity and purpose. Don't they like intertwine? Considering how we constantly consuming, whether it's from screens, media, influences, like our minds are inputting so much information that it degrades our clarity of purpose. So when we're wanting to find our layers of purpose, should we just limit our input?
Okay, the question. Okay.
And turn to God, of course.
Yes. So the question is, we consume so much of content, right? How do we have clarity of life? And did I paraphrase the question properly? How do we have clarity of life? Do you know how much data do we consume a day on an average? I mentioned this before. NBN, how much data we consume a day? 70 GB of data is consumed on an average per person. How much?
70 GB.
70 GB of data is going into our mind on an average. Facebook se kabhi, Twitter se kabhi, YouTube se kabhi, ye kabhi wo. This is on an average, and then some people will be in extremes. If we are not clear of what we want, then the data, the content will consume us. So either we consume the content or the content consumes us. So unless we are not clear what we want in our life, the content will consume us. But the moment we are clear in our life what I want, we will consume the content. Is this making sense? So clarity is power. Clarity is power. If you are not clear what I want, if you are not clear about the plan on the weekend, then what will happen tomorrow morning? Aaj kya karna hai? But if you know that your schedule is jam-packed, that you're focused, this is what I need to do. Yes or no?
Yes.
Many times it happens on Saturday, wife पूछती कि आज क्या करना है, प्रभु also says मुझे नहीं पता, तू बता, उसमें 12 बज जाते हैं. Yes or no? 12 बजे के बाद डिसाइड होता है कि अभी क्या करना है, उसमें और 2 घंटे चले जाते हैं और शाम हो जाती है. And घर पर है, one more day of rare human form of life gone in vain. Every rising and setting of sun we are one day closer to. You accept it or you reject it. One day, rising and setting of the sun, we are coming closer to that. Yes, Myra, you agree with it? Yes. Hey, Myra is also saying yes. Did you like Radha Vallabh? Yes. Anything else from anybody? Okay, announcements. Dilip Prabhu, you will come with you. But we have Siddharth also, no? Siddharth is here. Where's Siddharth? Okay, perfect. Aja beta. Okay, Anzac Day farm trip. That trip has been booked. Catering order will be placed tomorrow. I think I'll leave it up there, but it's almost finalized. The catering order is finalized. If you have confirmed, thank you so much for confirming. If you have not confirmed, and if you still want to come to the Hare Krishna, to the Mother Cow Dairy Farm, where we have cows, we can milk the cows, see how the bottling happens, how the pasteurizing of the milk happens. Everything is facilities over there. So please come. There'll be Krishna Katha, there'll be Krishna Kirtan and Krishna Prasad. So please come.
What's the timing of the paper?
From 11 to 4, 11 to 5. Yes.
2 weeks my son's birthday, and I was talking to I think my husband, and he said that we can cut cake, but someone who can visit.
So you contact my wife for all prasadam. Ojaswini is my wife. You can contact her and she can organize. Bhagavad Prasadam ki Srila Prabhupada ki
Hare Namaste Narasimhaya
Namaste Narasimhaya
Shila
जय
जय प्रहलाद महाराज की
जय
जय गुरुदेव श्रीला प्रभुपाद की
जय
हरि बोल
हरि बोल
प्रभु की
जय